Okay, thanks for telling me. Welcome, Ime and Screen Hermit, to the stream. No, I'm late today. I'm sorry for that. I had some troubles other than art and internet. And today I sort of want to get started with a new illustration, but I feel like I need to do some more practice before I do that. You need motivation to be productive, draw, do something else, Ime. Okay, I think I like way too many artworks, and I'm adding them all to my references. For practice, not sketch, but more like try to paint and try understanding his brush strokes and what kind of shapes he uses while painting and the usage of textures, where and how. But I think either later today or early tomorrow, I'm just gonna start with the new illustration and finish it the same day as well. Yes, I could just go for it, but currently I don't have many ideas, and when I don't have ideas, bad things happen. So I'm just gonna get into the flow again. I was practicing for a big part of the day, so I'm happy with that. I didn't stream yesterday, but I got a lot of practice done, so the day went well. Because, like, it's my break for now for 10 days, so 8 more days remaining. So, no university. Yeah, think about it, a lot of pieces. So, these represent most of what I want to be studying from Dino. I'm doing business economics, masters in that. So in our country, it's part of the master's program called MBA, which is Masters in Business Administration. Ah, yes. Anyways, this is the practice I have been up to of late. You saw me do this on the stream the day before yesterday, and post that I've done this. And then I also made these two here, but just somehow ended up deleting them by mistake. And it was here that things started to click. I also ended up making my own brushes, like not my own from scratch, but tweaking brushes to fit my purpose. this was traced. Like, I traced the bases because I didn't want to waste time sketching. Also traced the base here as well. Painted this completely. Not paint, I just wanted to practice the lighting. And then these three. This one is traced, these two are not. Yes, that was Denji. Yes, that was Chainsaw Man fan art by Dino. Iced tea is nice. Okay, so I'm gonna try doing a bit more, but I'm mostly done. I'm gonna practice this one. Well, I have written down a sort of a workflow here. See if you can understand from this one. And I chose this reference now because it's like a stripped down version of what he does. So I felt like if I practice this, I'll understand more. Kind of want to shorten my time by tracing again, but I guess that won't be good to do on a stream. So Dino has a couple different styles to render hair. One is a very polished style, which is great, but it's not the style I want to practice for now. So I'm exclusively studying his more messy looking art. Not really. He uses layer modes. I will be using layer modes when I do illustrations. But for this practice, I felt that if I dabbled into color, I would increase difficulties for myself and make practice time even longer and reducing the amount of information that I obtain out of it. So I stuck to black and white to exclusively focus on the shapes. It's also helping me see the kind of values he uses. Because a lot of times he does start from black and white and then adds color on top of it by using layers like overlay. So he has a couple different workflows. One is from going from black and white to color, the other is the normal one in which you do the base colors and then add effects like shadows and light using layer modes, and the other is he doesn't even sketch. He just starts painting shapes and then tweaking them as he goes. So he has, I think, those 3 different workflows. I'm not sure if there are more. Like while studying artworks, I've made it a rule for myself to make practices as easy as I can, even if it involves copying or tracing or working in black and white, because I want to be faster in learning. Doesn't matter if I draw every single stroke by myself or come up with everything I draw on my own. I didn't used to do it, but I feel it's become extremely important. And it's also helped someone like me get into the flow of things, because otherwise I just tend to overthink way too much and not end up drawing at all. Yeah, I hope it keeps on working. These days I'm also focusing on growing my social media presence. I wasn't very active on social media during like my first art study, but now I'm like putting effort on it a little bit. Instagram and Twitter and stuff. And it's also going well these days, I feel. If I don't get many illustration ideas, I'll just pick up a sketch from before and just start painting it. I did exactly that with the illustration in my thumbnail. I just picked a sketch I had done before and painted it. I'm done with the idea behind the video and the flow. I'm yet to record the voice over and gather the extra materials. Okay, so I've not yet started editing. I have been very much involved in this new art study. But since I have this 10-day break, I hope to be done with one of them at least. It's gonna be 2 videos. Because I don't want to be making like 20 or 25-minute long videos. I'd rather make two. As soon as YouTube starts like doing well and stuff, I'm gonna try and see if I can have someone edit my stuff. But I'm not sure how video editing would work long distance. I just hope they're helpful because like I understand it, but I'm not a great teacher, I'd say. I suck at explaining. Or maybe I'm just inexperienced. Maybe I'll get better with time. Like whenever I look at my art, I always feel like I've come a long way. So I guess I'll get better with explaining my process as well. Yeah, okay. It's one thing to explain while like drawing, but when you're recording, I get all conscious. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make the video as easy to understand as I can and explain the mistakes I made and my observations along the way. So it's gonna be a mix of my journey and the practices I did and the results I got and how someone can do the same. I think it directly painted with a hard brush and then used the hard brush on low opacity. Okay, that's completely different from what he's been doing. Could even be a soft brush, but there's no texture here. No, it's actually good. I get to learn different ways of expressing the same thing. I think while doing an art study, the most important thing is to follow the same process as well, not just their layer structures and their color schemes and their lighting scenarios, but the actual process. Because a lot of the videos I see on the internet, uh, looking at art styles, even dinos, art styles, they all mostly focus on his lighting scenarios, how he draws the edges, and even sometimes the process, not really in depth though. So you never fully understand how something is done, at least for me. Like, what are the shapes that guy uses? How big, how small, how much detail he puts? Like, all of that is just not there in those art style videos. And obviously, explaining all of that would take up a lot of time, and that may be out of the scope of the video. Yes, that is interesting to add and worth looking into, I guess. Because, like, when I was doing my first art study, which was on Ask, I kind of made my own process to do it. It wasn't the best process, and I feel like I missed out on a lot of information and practice that I could have gotten out of it. So, yes, I think it's important to know how to study an artist as well. Hi, you. Welcome to the stream. Maybe I'll sketch some before I start working on the illustration. Should have made the head more round. It lacks the round feel. I think it's someone's OC that Tino has drawn here. I got it out of a Twitter post in which Tino was drawing some artists' OCs. So it's from there. Okay. It's not good, but I think I understood from the hair that I need to work on my lines and form depiction through lines and strokes. I guess I'm gonna sketch a bit random gesture drawing stuff, I think. Here. Alright, see ya. Bro, what is this post? Yeah, I don't know why I saved it or even started to attempt it. Welcome back. Ah, yes. It's hard to draw. Maybe I shouldn't have chosen it. I don't know. But at least I was able to like draw something. It's not like a total fail. I think the body is mostly okay. The faces are what makes it look bad. Hi, Jari. Welcome to the stream. Okay, this pose is done. Monkey. Time for a more normal looking pose. This is nice. And difficult as well. I could even paint this. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. I could just like crop this much and paint it. I think it would be a great idea for a new illustration. Though I would have to change the painting, the lighting scheme completely. But I think it's a great pose. What? Which prep are you talking about? Hi, Asman. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you. Think you must have just come out of school. Okay, well, I cannot zoom. Hi, yes, great. I hope you're great too. Long time, and I think I'm also streaming less often. I think it's gonna be like this for a little while. And soon I'd have exams, so I don't know how much I will be able to stream then. Okay, I'm gonna leave this pose till like a rough stage. I'm not gonna refine it completely because I don't wanna enter into painting with a completely refined sketch. That's like a bad habit I'm trying to overcome. And I can also make it a bit bigger. Oh, I just did some practice and now I'm doing some did some painting practice. Now I'm doing some sketching practice and I feel like this is a great piece to paint as well. So I may just end up using this one for my next illustration. Yes, Saturdays and Sundays sound good. I think I may be able to do it. I mean, okay, I can definitely lose a little bit of marks. So I have a good enough GPA in like the first year. But to be able to keep art going and all my social media as well, I end up taking a lot of leaves. So I have to study a lot on my own for that. Oh, no, 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 not top, but like among the top few. I mean, it's sort of like very difficult to be at the top of the class as well as put some time into another activity like this. Ah, yes, I've been a nerd throughout my school life, so that helps score well now. Ah, yes, that is the thing about art. But art too has a long feedback loop, and I think for that, practice is important because during that, you get results super fast. And yes, there is no feedback loop in studies other than when there are tests or exams. Okay, maybe not this particular character. Maybe I will switch up the character, or even I could use this character. Is this a cosplay of an existing character? I'm not sure. Maybe I could just paint her as it is instead of fitting another character into this pose. I'll see what I would want to do at that point. No, it is a bit NSFW. Yes, drawing a fan art would be better for the, well, algorithm. But I'll keep the outfit same. It's simple and also cute. The artist I'm studying, that guy draws a lot of borderline NSFW stuff, like total fan service. I mean, I mean, there is one of those artworks which is like, though not labeled as like that sort of content, is very close to it. I can recall two of his pieces that way. But anyways, I better not. It might not be good to show them right now. But in a lot of those works, it's like in some of those it is for fan service, but in a lot of those it's also like a requirement of the piece to show the depth of something. So it's not all just for funsies, but it always looks really nice though, like very artistic. Can show you one of those. And apparently that piece is like explaining a lot about the actual character. I don't know about that character, but I think it's a character from Honkai Star Rail. This one. Because usually a lot of times it is marked as graphic or sexual content, but I don't think any of his artworks are marked that way by Twitter, so I'm not sure. It's about a character named, I think, Phoebe, but I don't know much about the character to be able to tell you that. But it's about that character's relationship with the church, I think. That's all I could understand from the comments in that post. But there's also one more which, well, is more in the zone of fan service. Well, there's this one. Okay. And then there's also this one. Okay, wait. I mean, this is there. But the one I am talking about, this one, this was not needed. Ah, yes, but that character is not at all like how he has depicted it, but it still looks really good. And I'm sorry for any young, impressionable minds that were watching this. Please leave the stream. But it's not my fault. Twitter has not marked those artworks as graphic like that. So, as Twitter has rightfully told us, they are very safe for work. Well, feel free to visit his Twitter. Ah, yes, we are studying. Especially the skin rendering in his artworks is amazing. Like, and I think it's very hard to replicate as well. He can polish and render so well. Okay, I think I did this pose some justice. Bunny ears. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop streaming now. It's time for dinner. So I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, I will check her out. Yeah, it's just like a cute bunny outfit. Alright, see you guys. Bye bye.